This is Cathy Engelbert's worst nightmare. It's her worst nightmare because so much of what people have said has come true about the interest of this league. It hinges on one person, whether they like it or not.
This might be the wildest moment in WNBA history because the league literally collapsed live on camera. Only 150 fans in the arena, sponsors walking out, players threatening to leave, and the 2026 boycott exploding. And when Adam Silver saw those empty seats, he stood up, walked straight toward the WNBA commissioner, and fired Cathy Engelbert on the spot. This was the moment the WNBA died, and the moment a new exposed scandal began. Before we break down everything the league tried to hide, hit like, hit subscribe, because this story gets darker and it's only getting more chaotic. The Sky vs. Liberty game was supposed to be hype. It was supposed to show the growth of the WNBA. Instead, the camera pans across the arena and it looks like the apocalypse. Whole rows empty.
Now we have to wait an entire offseason, and we don't even know what's gonna happen. There might be a lockout. There might not even be a 2026 season, guys. We might not see her until we don't know when we'll see Caitlin Clark play basketball again. That is what sucks. That is what sucks. It seems the owners and the players are far, far apart on an agreement as far as the new CBA, and we don't know when. We don't know when they'll make it back to the floor.
No crowd energy, no noise, nothing. There wasn't even an echo because there weren't enough people to make sound. People online typed, "Is this a scrimmage? Where are the fans?" This is embarrassing. And the worst part, the 150 people there weren't even all fans. A huge percentage were WNBA staff and employees literally told to sit in seats, so the arena wouldn't look completely dead on television. Adam Silver walks inside the building. He looks around and freezes. His face goes cold. No expression, just anger. And that anger wasn't toward the fans, it was toward Cathy. This wasn't sudden. It had been building for months. Fans were done watching Caitlin Clark.
As for what Engelbert is alleged to have said to Collier, if she actually suggested Caitlin Clark should be grateful for what she makes off the court, that's preposterous. Did you miss the Iowa years? Clark is the Tiger Woods tide that lifts all boats. And we know this show is proof. The highest rating we have ever had followed one of her games at Iowa. The WNBA has benefited from her presence more than the other way around, even though this year for Caitlin Clark was essentially lost to injury. But it's a league that...
Then it got even worse. Cathy warned Sophie and Lexi, threatened suspension, threatened fines, blocked outside playing, blocked opportunities, controlled movement, controlled exposure. And when Cathy threatened Caitlin Clark, that was the final explosion. Fans united and said, "Enough. If you can't protect the stars, we won't protect your league." That's how the boycott was born. Not from hate, but from frustration, betrayal, and disrespect. Sponsors began to panic. They saw empty arenas. They saw fan outrage. They saw anger toward Cathy. They saw players unhappy. 3 major sponsors privately messaged, "We cannot continue supporting a league this toxic. The leadership is damaging the brand. Fans are boycotting because of you." When Adam Silver read those reports, he realized the WNBA wasn't struggling, it was bleeding out. And the entire wound came from Cathy Engelbert's decisions. Back in the arena, Adam Silver stands in front of the empty seats. He turns to Cathy and, in a voice only nearby people could hear, says, "This is humiliating. You lied to me. You lied to everyone. You said the league was growing. You said the fans were here. Where are they, Cathy?" Cathy tries blaming fans, then players, then media. Adam cuts her off. "You punished our stars. You benched the faces of the league. You manipulated storylines. You forced your agenda. And now sponsors are leaving because of you. Her face turns pale, but Adam isn't done. It's over. Pack your things. You're fired. Players heard the yelling, and whispers started. Is Cathy gone? Did Adam really fire her? We warned the league. They never listened. One player said, "She benched us like we were kids, not professionals." Another said, "She tried to silence every complaint we made." And the strongest comment, Caitlin Clark deserved protection. Instead, they used her. Word spread like wildfire. The entire arena knew before the fourth quarter ended. Cathy was done. The boycott won. The boycott wasn't just 200,000 people. It wasn't just a trend, it was a movement. Fans showed that if you disrespect the stars, they will walk out. They walked out of arenas. They unsubscribed. They unfollowed pages. They stopped attending games. They refused to support a corrupt system. And it worked. WNBA arenas became empty. Games had no energy. Teams played in silence. Coverage dropped. Sponsors vanished. This wasn't a league anymore. It was a warning. Cathy went from controlling the league, controlling players, benching stars, blocking golf opportunities, manipulating exposure.
It is the fault of the WNBA because the LPGA just did everything that the WNBA should have been doing this season. They did it all correct in literally one day. So I talked about it in a previous video how this Pro-Am event originally wasn't even going to be televised, but there were so many fans who were emailing the organization saying, how can we watch Caitlin? Can we come to the event? Can you live stream it? All of these things. And it ended up being put on television, and that was great. Fans were really excited about that. There was so much buzz online. She was trending on Twitter.